My name is Felice, and I'm the Happy Star Wars guy. And today we're going to talk about Marvel Comics Captain Phasma series. It was a four-comic series. Captain Phasma, um, after Starkiller Base was destroyed, went after one of her lieutenants that she knew about her lowering the shields. So inevitably, Starkiller Base was basically destroyed because of Captain Phasma. And Phasma did not want anyone to know that she's the one that pulled the shields down. So she goes to pursue the lieutenant that she believes knows what she did. So she goes and um, follows this lieutenant to this planet called Lurpra. And on Lurpra, her and her pilot end up running into the locals. And in order to find the lieutenant, they help the locals take out these uh, other aliens on the planet that they were battling with, and they initiated that. And Phasma really just initiated that to get to her lieutenant. She eventually gets to her lieutenant, and then next thing you know, she ends up returning, but she doesn't return with her pilot because it turns out her pilot actually knew also. So Phasma destroyed all evidence of her, the notion of her taking responsibility. So she did a great job of covering up. She returns to the First Order and moves forward. And it ends with a conversation between Captain Phasma and General Hux. And it's really interesting because, in my opinion, there's some irony there because Hux ends up being a traitor in the long run, too. So the comic book kind of ends with two traitors, even though Phasma wants to redeem herself and continues to push forward. She is a formidable foe, very, very reluctant. She won't give up. And you can see that throughout the character. I picked up this four-part series because I was kind of curious about a story outside of lightsabers and Jedi. And it was overall a good story. I don't know if I'm going to go back to pick it up and read it. It's not one of those kind of stories, but it is a cool story to just kind of read and go through. But then again, you watch this video and I've kind of spoiled everything about this series. However, Marvel has done a great job of delivering great dynamic art in their comic books. So you're kind of missing out if you only know the story, which is why I enjoy reading the comic books. The great art and the great stories, and just getting those side stories that we don't get in the movies is really fun. Next week, I will tackle a review of the first Star Wars comic book series that follows the Battle of Yavin and follows our heroes to their journey to Empire Strikes Back. So, with that being said, I look forward to talking about the little stories in that series. I believe it was about a 2 or 3 year series, and they did a really great job of developing the characters. So I look forward to sharing that with you. I hope you enjoyed this little bit about the Phasma comic book that Marvel put out. It is a good way to kind of see what happened after Starkiller Base, and it was enjoyable. But like I said, I'm not going to pick it up and read it again. One time was enough for me. It wasn't a repeat read like some other stories, like the Bane trilogy. I'll probably definitely read through that again, and I've read through some of the other novels. So anyway, but overall, good story. Really cool art. Really cool to see a new planet, which is always exciting. If you've ever looked at a map for the Star Wars galaxy, there's a lot of planets out there, and I don't feel we've gotten an adequate amount of storylines on those other planets. It would be fun to learn more. I think that's probably one of the enjoyable things about the comics and the cartoon series, we get to explore way more planets than we ever did, because the movies kind of locked us into just several settings, which is it's cool. I mean, you can only have so many settings in the plot of a story, so it makes sense. So it's just nice to see all these other um, plots with new settings, and it's enjoyable. So that was another good thing about Phasma. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed it again. I hope you all are dealing with COVID-19 the best you can, and I hope these videos help during quarantine. I know we're kind of not in quarantine, but some of us are, like myself. We want to make sure to keep everybody healthy. So stay safe and healthy, and may the force be with you.